Hey guys, how are you? I know I look crazy, but I always look crazy on this channel. The funny thing is though, when I was getting ready to go to bed clearly, but when I looked in the mirror, I reminded myself of this character from when I was a kid. It was like a TV show. I don't know if anybody remembers. It was like this really skinny, lanky guy, and he used to dress up like a bumblebee, and he did like comedy. It was like in the 80s. It's like Chispirito or Chispi something. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, this is when I wish I lived with my mom so I could be like, Mommy! I would call her, but it's almost midnight. Anyways, I just wanted to say I love you. No. I just called. That's what my dad does every time he calls me. No, really quickly, I was gonna go to bed and I wasn't even gonna make a video. And then I was watching A Minute with Mila, which is another YouTube channel. And I love that girl. She is a psychic and she does tarot readings and like you can like pick your month or whatever. But she always sings. Like, she's always inspired by music, and so am I. Like, when I'm around people and like I don't need to know them, but like a song will pop into my head and it'll kind of tell me about them. You know what I mean? Kind of like spirit speaking through song. But no, I just wanted to kind of to catch you guys up on the fast. So today is the last day, actually the 26th of the fast, but I'm extending it until March 6th because I did spend 3 days watching TV. I couldn't help it, please. And I caught up on some shows. And then I watched like 5 days worth of YouTube videos. I can't even stop myself. But I did learn a lot. And I learned how to start an Amazon business. Okay, I always knew because I've always been an Amazon associate, right? But I never did anything with it. So after 30 days, they close your account. So then I was looking at these people on Amazon, on YouTube. What is wrong with my mouth? And they basically they're like, oh, these are the best Amazon dupes. You know, dupes are basically they look like designer items, but they're not. So it'll be like the Louis Vuitton checkerboard pattern without it saying Louis Vuitton on it, right? Or like the Louis Vuitton necklace and bracelets without the LV being in there. So I bought a Chanel backpack without it being the CC, but it looks so good. I can't even wait to get it. And so I signed up for the Amazon Associates. I'm telling you this because I told you guys I would share with you what I'm doing, and I don't ever lie. One thing I don't do is I always speak the truth. I tell you how it is. And if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I'm just really bad with time. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it takes a long time for me to get something done. But I'm going to do it and finish it. Always. So, I signed up to be an Amazon Associates. I opened up my YouTube pages that are linked to my Gmail accounts, that are linked to my business accounts. Because I have like 30-something domain names. Well, now you do. And I have one called Give Me the Look, right? Because I was going to do like a mobile styling program where we come to your house and we actually create the look that you want with the clothes that you have, or we'll be your personal shoppers, or we'll come over and do like a home makeover where we have like somebody that comes and does hair, somebody that comes and does makeup, somebody that will style you, and then you can go out. So we wanted it to be like a mobile service where we come to you for these types of services. And then we'll also do bridal makeup and blah, 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 right? So I started it and I never finished it, but I'm going to finish it because now I'm going back to it. You see what I'm talking about? The idea starts, and then I get distracted by 50 other ideas because I'm constantly being downloaded with tons of information and it's just too much for me to handle. And then I get distracted, but then I always come back to the original one and I close it out. So that's what I'm doing now. So then I was like, what? I can create a YouTube page where I'm recommending these dupes. Like, I can have like luxury dupes, and then I can have like luxury on a budget, and then I can have, like the luxury look on a budget, and then I can have like the luxury look without the budget. And like I could just put all the Amazon links because like a lot of people are like me, where I have Amazon Prime and it's like you get everything shipped for free. So it's like, why not, right? So I've already started the Amazon Associates account. I've logged on to create my WordPress website because I have to redo it because a whole nother story. I don't even want to talk about it. And then I'm going to create a recommendations page that'll have like all the dupes, you know, on the links on there. And then I was going to create like I don't know if I want to do a blog. Blogs are too much work. I would only do a blog if I have an assistant, and I'll be like, bitch, can you please? No. I would be like, I can't, you do it. You know what I mean? And then she would do it. And then, but she would learn so much, and she'd probably like outshine me because like, she'd learn a lot. And then I got another one called Big in Style. And I've had that domain name forever. And I've also had the YouTube page. And that's for big girls, because it's not easy dressing and looking good when you're a big girl. Now, I'm a big girl, but I'm not a round big girl. I'm like an oval big girl. There's a difference, right? So I need to find a round big girl to be my example when I'm doing these styling techniques. So that's something that I'm looking for, because they're all shapes of like big girls. And there's some girls that are just big in certain areas, you know, like the pear-shaped girl, and then like heavy on top or heavy on the bottom. I have a friend for the heavy on the bottom one. I don't know if I have anybody that's heavy on top, but I wanted to get a range, you know, of like 4 or 5 people, and then style them based on their body shape. That's why I could say these things, right? I look like I'm swollen, so I'm basically a big girl, but I'm proportioned, so I'm big everywhere. But I have a big gut. I mean, this is too TMI, right? And then I'm also gonna, you know, document my journey, because I'm only, darn it, now I'm gonna have to connect this video with the other one. That's so annoying. Just because I switch hands and then I press a button and whatever. So I've been intermittent fasting, I guess they call it. I don't believe in that. I basically just went down to 1 meal a day, or like 2 meals a day on some days, like when I know I'm going to be physically active, because I don't want to like mess that up. You know, I got my hair cut, so I have to start wearing these curlers to bed. I look so silly. I usually just put that wrap on my head. I'll show you my nighttime routine one day. But I didn't like the way the back was looking, so I'm trying curlers now to see if that'll work better. If not, then I'll just go back to the hot curlers. It's just so annoying to put the hot curlers on every day, then put them on, then wait, and then take them off. And, you know, but anything's better than crunching my hair and having it wet, because wet curly hair is just always a nightmare. It's so much work. So now that the fast is almost over, I got 1 more week. I have been watching a lot of videos, and Minute with Mila, girl, I love her. She cracks me up. She's so real. Every single one that she makes about my sign resonates with me. All of them. I'm like, what? I keep putting notes. I'm like, you talking to me, girl? That's me. I was like, she's made for me, you know? But I know that a lot of the readings that she gives people aren't going to resonate with her, because not everybody's going through the same thing, you know? But it's called A Minute with Mila. It's spelled A, and then minute is M-I-N-U-T-E, then the word with, and then Mila is M-I-L-A. I really, really, really like her. I really hope she blows up. I have an idea for something that I'm not sharing with you guys yet, but you're going to hear about it in September of next year. It's going to be fucking awesome. Sorry, profanity. Can't help it. So like now I'm focusing on the Women Can Do It Too conference, but there's another conference that I want to throw after that. It's going to be so good. So good. So good. Okay. So I'm going to go now. Because I don't want this to be long, because I have to merge the videos, and that's going to be really annoying. But I did want to give you the update. What have I been doing on this 4th week of the fast? Nothing, because there was no work. It's February, and TaskRabbit always is horrible in February. So many people's like deliveries didn't get delivered. Yes, there are no lenses in these glasses. That's my thing. Remember, watch the first video. You'll see. Maybe not the first, but like the first few videos. I cut my hair again to match what I looked like in the videos, because I used one of the pictures that I took way back in the day for one of my books. Oh, yeah, technically. For the book that I'm publishing now. So I wanted to look like that in case I did do speeches and stuff like that. And also, I feel like my life is resetting itself. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of like, okay, you know, I'm into like all of that stuff, right? So I'm into like multi-dimensions, and how like if you make a decision, your path splits, and then you have alternate timelines that exist at the same time, and I'm in one timeline and my other alternate is in another. I can pretty much tell you every moment that my timeline split and what the scenario probably is in that timeline or whatever. In this particular timeline, I'm single, but I know that someone's coming into my life. I know I'm going to probably fall in love this year. I just feel it in my soul. And good things are coming. So in this particular timeline, I've made whatever decisions I need to make to be at this point, to meet or be with this person. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I hope I'm right. You'll find out. But the conference that I want to do for next year, so I'm focusing on this one first. And then if this one does well, then I'll just do a conference every year until it fades out, because that's usually how it works. But then I would get bigger people to help me. Like, you know, like I would actually get like NBC or CBS or someone, you know, bigger sponsors and things like that to come in and be like, okay, this is a big deal. I don't want to do these things forever. Like, I want to do something, I want to create a momentum, and then I want to sell it. So I want somebody to come in and be like, I will offer you $10 million for your company. And I will be like, sold. Bye, everybody. Next project. You know what I mean? That's like the goal of my life. I have no intentions of sticking to anything other than the Indigenous documentary, but I'm only going to do that for like 5 or 6 years, because I'm going to all 6 continents. So I want to give everybody a good range of like Indigenous cultures and Indigenous history, and you know what I mean? So it'll be anywhere from 2 to 6 years, and hopefully the person that I fall in love with can end up being my camera guy, and then we'll just travel all over the world together and make these documentaries amongst, you know, other things, right? So this is basically where I'm at in my life right now. This is what I've been thinking of. I've been talking to friends and spending time with them. One of my friends invited me on a cruise, which I might do. And then she was like, you have to, okay, I have an unbelievably fabulous life. Like, it's unbelievable. I don't really share it with people because I'm not private. I hate it when people are, because I'm really an open book, but like, I don't want to, it's their story too, the people that I hang out with, and sometimes they don't want me to tell the story. Does that make sense? So like, in my book, I wrote about how, like, I don't know if I should tell you, because then I'm like, you know, it's cheating. But so this is what happened. In August, my friend invited me to go to her daughter's surprise birthday party on a boat in Florida. My other friend, Latiqua, which I talk about all the time, she doesn't care if I say her name, lives in Florida. So I was like, girl, can I crash with you? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I bought my plane ticket. I went down there. We hung out because it was her birthday week also. You know, like, I did as much as I could for us to like hang out and do like fun stuff or whatever. And then we caught up and whatever. We went on the boat ride. On the boat ride was a singer from 112. Cupid doesn't lie. You know that song? So he and my friend performed because they have a song together. And then he performed the song Cupid. I almost died. And we were like, it was nice because it was like a surprise party, you know, whatever. So then we come back in September. That same friend whose surprise party I went to had a solo performance in Atlanta. So, you know, the family called and they were like, hey, can you come to her performance? It's this Friday. This was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And the moment they told me, I got on my phone, I booked the flight. I'm like, sure, but I had to work Saturday. So I landed on Friday. I spent the day with them, and then I left Saturday. I was only there for one night, but that's the kind of friend that I am. Like, I'm such a good, amazing, pure soul. Like, I can't even take it. That's why I get so angry when people are so like wrong with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I am so good. Like, you tell me something, I don't even hesitate. I'm there. And if I hesitate, it's because I don't got it. I don't got it. And I'm not even going to try and lie to you and be like, I'm going to see if I can get, no, it's no. No, it's no, because I can't. And I'm not going to stress myself out because that causes me to get fat. It does. So I went to that. And then I saw a girl on Facebook that's a friend of mine. And she was talking about how, like, is it wrong to only clean a table in a room and then reward yourself with a glass of wine? And I was like, hell no, girl, drink the bottle. And so then we started talking after not talking for a few years. Not because there was a fallout or anything, but just because, like, we have, our lives went, whatever. She has like 2 kids and a husband, and she moved to Durham, and then North Carolina. And then I have the 10,000 things that you always hear about, and they're constantly changing. So I was like, yo, we should hang out. I just went to visit 2 friends in like Atlanta and Florida. And she was like, come to North Carolina. So in November, I went to go visit her in North Carolina, like the first week of November. So that was awesome. So like when people come to me and like because I don't have a lot of money. I mean, I have money, but I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have it to throw around, right? Unless I choose to, because it's my money. I work hard for it. You can't tell me how to spend my money. So when people come at me and they expect me to start just like dishing money out to them and like paying for things when I didn't offer, I have a problem with that. Like, it's a trigger, a huge trigger for me when you're like, oh, buy me something. And I'm like, no, I'm not buying you anything. You know how hard I work for my money? You go work for your money and then you buy yourself that thing. I'm not going to buy you anything. Get out of here with that. The Italian will come out real quick. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood. Don't even get me started. You know when I'm angry, when I start talking like an Italian. Like you know, like you just cross the line that you need to just back off and let me be me because it's on. So that's where I'm at right now. So then my other friend called me and she wants to go to like Greece in September. She wanted to go to China, but this coronavirus thing happened. I was going to go to China with her. Now she wants to go on a cruise and then she wants to go to Mexico. And I'm like, all right, girl, you need to give me some time because I need to make some money because February is a very slow month for me. And my roommate moved out and then I had to give her back her security and I had to pay for the month of rent that nobody was there because I couldn't find anybody because nobody moves January 1st, right? So that was $2,400 out of my pocket. So like, so like I said, like things happen, right? So now I have to like replenish, like that fund because funds are for different things and I don't pull from one for the other, right? So I think I'm going on a cruise. And she was like, girl, you need to show everybody how amazing your life is because people don't really know. Like, I've been to 27 countries and I have all of them videotaped. Like, I bring my videotape with me, but it's actually on a cassette. But then my friend told me that she had the machine that turns the cassette into an MP3 and now into a DVD. And I was like, girl. So I think I'm going to give her all of mine. I'm just going to give her some money to do it for me. That way she doesn't have to like go out and work that day or whatever. And then I'll digitize them and then I'll just pick snippets and stuff and then make videos of them for you guys. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. If you are, let me know. I mean, not that I have so many. I have like 200 subscribers. Thanks, guys. Love you. But just in case you wanted to see them, you could kind of, but I'm a joker. I'm a joker all the time. But like I'll say stuff like, this is where they sacrifice the virgins. And I'm like, no, that's not where they sacrifice the virgins. This is where they had their meetings and whatever. So like throughout the video, I'm constantly doing that. And some people, like when I travel, this is why they love me. They're like, girl, you need to stop with that. I'm like, I can't help it because this is what's resonating. Maybe that is where they sacrifice the virgins. I don't know. Maybe it was a spiritual calling that told me to say that. But anyway, it was some funny stuff. So yeah, so a lot of my videos are like that, where I'm like, I'll say something and then I'm like, no, that's not true. This is the truth, So I'm very hesitant to share my videos with people because like I'm vulnerable and I'm open, but I'm really weird and quirky. And like, I don't know if the world is ready for that. Like a lot of people are on TV, but they're like, I don't know if they're real or if they're faking it. Like I'm really this way. Like I'm a freaking dork. Like I'm a nerd. Like I'm fun and crazy. And look at this. You know what I mean? Like this is just literally me going to bed. And I was like, oh, let me make a video. I look kind of cute, but funny. I don't know. Whatever. So I'm going to go now. But I just wanted to keep you updated on what's going on. I think I am going to start documenting my life and sharing a little bit more of my personal life with people. But not like so much where I become a reality TV star. I don't believe in that. Unless... well, my friend might have a reality TV show and I might be on it, but I doubt it. It would be more, but I wouldn't want my own show. Like my privacy is my privacy. Like I don't mind like making a cameo on hers, but I don't necessarily want to be, I don't want that. I want my privacy. I've always said I'd rather have like $30 million and nobody know who I am than have everybody know who I am and only have $1 million. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that for me. you know, I want the money. I want the lujo. I want the luxury. Give me that dough. But I'm not trying to lose my privacy. And I mean, but I have so many different looks, like you wouldn't even know it was me. Like, I look at this look. Does this look like me? Does it look like me? You know, so I know I could change my look, but I don't want to have to do that. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because I'm going somewhere else. Hiccup. So that's it. Bye. Good night. Love you.